we're gonna fly.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us today. Of course, there are quite a few people who are still joining, but we're going to start anyway. Now, before we start, I just want to make sure that you are in the right room. So I'm going to ask a few people why you are here, because maybe I don't even know if you are here for the right reasons. Let's go to Guru. Can you hear me, Guru? Guru Varun. Thanks for joining, man. Why are you here today? What do you want to achieve out of this webinar?
Yeah, I need to know about how to make 53,000 per year.
Absolutely. And where are you at the moment?
I'm in Hobart now.
Okay. We're going to ask some sensitive questions today, right? Things like how much money you are making, and you guys have to answer that, because at the end of the day, if I don't know how much money you make, I can't help you making 53,900, all right? So we will ask those sort of questions. What are you doing now for a living?
For living, I'm doing Uber Eats.
All right. How much you make usually on a good week?
On a good week, maybe 200 to 250.
All right. We're definitely gonna help you more than just that. What visa are you on right now?
485.
485. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. Few things before we start. I want you guys to do me another favor as well. I want you guys to grab a note and make sure you take notes, because the idea is this. If I tell you something and if you don't have a notes, we will literally wasting everyone's time. You know, and I know it's a beautiful set. You could be doing something else, but you actually spend time here. That means something. That means you want to learn something, right? You want to get something out of this. So make sure you guys grab some notes, take some notes, and at the end of the session, I want you to send that notes to me. And the person who sent me with the best amount of notes, I'll give them my job coaching program for free. Now, for those of you who don't know what is a job program, is a program that I have created to help our clients finding jobs. All right. So usually people pay us somewhere between 1,500 to 4,500 for the program. I will give you for free. So make sure you do. Takes a lot of good notes. All right. Okay, let's start. So what I want to do is I'm going to share with you my screen, so you will see what I see is a presentation I've done for you guys. So I hope you really enjoy this. Before I start though, a bit introduction of myself. My name is Leo. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Leo Lee Educations. We have a very different agency, or should I say consultancy, in many sense, is that we do not just do admission or all that visa stuff, because there are more than 7,000 agencies out there who do that. What makes us different is we put a lot of time and effort in helping our clients with jobs, because we believe that jobs is extremely important. All right, so that's why I put a lot of my effort into creating this program and to create this big network of employers that we have, so that we can help our clients with jobs. And we believe that it's important. Now, if you believe so, say yes as well in the comment box. That job is important. If you think the jobs is important, I want to see some more yes coming in. All right. All right, let's start. So today, guys, what we're going to cover, I'm going to go right into it. Okay. What we're going to cover is we're going to talk about what are the skills that are most in demand in regional areas. We're going to talk about what are some of the jobs that can pay you good money. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I don't care whether you want to stay here or you don't want to stay here. The truth of the matter is you need money. I don't care if you want to be a permanent resident or you know, it doesn't matter. You still have to have good money. So we show you what are some of the jobs that pay so well in regional areas. Okay. And then we want to talk about how to have multiple flows of incomes. Okay. Now, I want to ask somebody who understands what it means by, can anyone turn on the video, please? Because I need to see your faces, you know? Okay. Rohit, can you hear me, Rohit?
Yes, Leo, I can hear you. I hope you remember me.
Of course, Mr. Rohit. Mr. Rohit, what do you understand by multiple flows of income?
Who don't know about it? So money coming from many different sources. So
And
that's
why
called
is
flow.
this important? Like, why is it important to have multiple flows?
All right. I am repeating what you said in the last video in your Facebook page. You said like if one income stopped, you have another flows of income coming in. So you're still chilling out in beach or you're still enjoying your life.
Absolutely, absolutely, and indeed, you see those people who do not have multiple flows of income. What happened is during this COVID-19, they really suffer. You agree with me? Like they
Yes,
really
definitely.
suffer because it just cut.
Yeah.
And then what next? Right? Thank you, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about how to have multiple flows of income because it's important. And then we're going to also talk about how to open business that can generate good money. Because for some of you here, you might have like you're a bit more ambitious. You know, some of you might be like, Leo, like I want to open my own business. I want to do my own thing. How to do that? And here's the thing to take note of. A lot of people open business, but they fail. I want to repeat, a lot of people open business, but they fail. They make no money. And at the end of the day, like before you know it, they close their business. And it's not a good thing I would recommend you to do. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Let me ask Twa, huh? Hello, Twa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes, Twa, tell me, why do you think people want to open business? Like, what is the main purpose of opening a business?
I think someone they got dream they want to own the business, or someone they want to like make more money, they want a better life. That's why they open the own business. Yeah.
Exactly. So business, you know where the word business come from?
Oh, so I have no idea.
Okay. So business actually come from the word busy. Okay.
Oh.
So when you open a business, and if you're not busy, that's not a business. Now, and when we talk about busy in business, what we mean is we must have a lot of customers. We must have a lot of clients. Thank you, Tom. So we must have a lot of customers, a lot of clients coming in. But what happened is, and this is what I see all the time, is I see people coming into regional areas. They try to open their own business, but they fail miserably, very, very bad. So we will make sure you avoid that. I will share with you some of the things that I've done that have enabled me to become to have a six-figure company. We're doing very well as a company, and even when we are in regional areas. I'll tell you a bit of my story later as well. Okay, let's just kick start. Okay, now this is a bit of introduction about myself. Again, my name is Leo. I just told you already. We are not a typical agency in many sense. We provide a lot of, first of all, we only focus on regional areas to start with. So we do not do things like Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane. We don't believe in those places. We don't think it's good for students. We don't think the students should extend their visa living there. We think it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of money. We do think that it's not going to go anywhere. And as we can see, what we are moving towards now is going to be a hard time for Sydney. It's going to be a hard time for big cities now. Indeed, a lot of migrants actually start having this awareness that they have to go somewhere else. Indeed, if you look into it, Sydney population is projected to a lot going down in the near future, in the next few years, because migrants start to be aware that it might not be a good place for them. So we're going to see a lot of changes coming in the near future. All right. Okay. So again, we are very different. We do not just provide admission or migration service. Like I said, there's thousands of that. So if you just after those services, we're not for you, right? But if you after more than just those basic services, if you're after a good job, if you think you deserve to have a good job, if you think you deserve to have good money, then definitely you should check us out. Okay. We provide a job coaching program. We provide internship program. And one more different is myself, I went through the whole process of getting my visa in regional areas. So I actually know what it takes. I know what it takes to become successful in regional areas because I've done it for myself and done it for my own clients. So I know what it takes to do that. Also, we have offices in different regional areas. Our goal as a company is to help you achieve 191. I want to see who knows the difference between 191 and 491. Let's go for Shriti. Can you hear me, Shriti?
491, it's kind of like provisional PR for 5 years, where we have to earn 53,900 for 3 years, and we can get a 191, which is the permanent residency that we get from regional.
Exactly. So, and do you see that? Do you have any difficulties to go from 491 to 191? Do you feel like it's not an easy thing?
Yeah, there is a hurdle of 53,900.
Absolutely. Exactly, and that's why you're here, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So I just want to make sure you're in the right room, right? Sometimes you'll come here, they're like, what the hell am I doing here? Who is this Asian guy talking? All right. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. And this is something that all the Asians don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you that you have to make $53,900 a year. Because if they tell you that, what's going to happen is it would demotivate you. Okay, it would discourage you to go regional. But I always want to bring this up because our goal as a company is I want to make sure our clients make this sort of money, because without you making this sort of money, there's no point for you to get 491 in the first place. Anybody agree with me? Because if you agree, raise up your hand if you agree with me, right? Is that you want to get 191. You're not here to get 491. But no agency will ever tell you that, okay, I need to make, how to make 54K, what to do to make 54K. No one's want to say that to you. And that's a very wrong thing, because they advise you to go regional, but they never tell you how to achieve that. So that's not good. One more thing is our company, we want to increase the income of our clients. Okay, we believe that we want to help our clients make more money, because I believe that money is a good thing. Okay, now let me see if anybody thinks money is a bad thing. Who thinks money is a bad thing, or who agree that money is a good thing? Let me ask Katavia. Katavia? Hello, Kata. Yeah. Do you think money is a good thing, or do you think money is a bad thing?
Of course, money is a good thing. Without money, you can't do anything.
I like that. You're in the right room. Man. But have you heard of saying, people say money doesn't make you happy?
See,
do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
It depends how you use that money. If you use that money in a good way, you'll be happy. If you don't use that money in a good way, of course, it won't make you happy.
Exactly. But in this case, for most of you, it will be more like it makes you happy, right? In most cases.
Yep.
Absolutely. So thank you very much. So what I'm trying to say here is this: you have to have more money, and regardless whether you want to go to regional or not, you have to have more money, and I want to help my clients with that. Okay. Also, we also have a lot of assistance to help our clients open business. The reason I'm doing this, because I have done it for myself. I've done it for my clients. I know what is the drill to open a business. So if any one of you who have ideas, you want to team up with a person who can bring your idea into fruition, you can definitely reach out to me, because I'm always keen to collaborate with, like people like-minded, like want to be business oriented, want to help people. Okay. So reach out to me if you want to open business too. Okay. Now let's go right into it. Okay. And now take out the notes, take out the pens, like just crazy notes right here. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about some of the most in demand skills in regional areas. Now, when I say regional areas, I mean anywhere including Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, anywhere but those three cities. Okay. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. The rest is considered as regional areas. So these skills that I'm just talking about, it's very low entry skills. So what that means is you don't have to do like 3 years degree. You don't have to do a 2 years master. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't have to do any of that. And there's so much in shortage, because what happened now is I understand most of you here, probably you have accounting background or IT background. But also you have to keep in mind that in regional areas, there are certain shortages that is not specifically about accounting or IT. You have to be aware of that. Okay, Rohit, what's your question?
All right. When you say that there is not much demand of accounting and IT, then the thing is, like, if we aim for not for 491 but for 191, then if we are doing a job in our own field, then our chances of we can apply for 191, right?
You mean 190?
190, yeah, the second one, yeah, 190.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, that's
so
right.
yeah, so that is why I think students prefer to have a job in their own field. They try each and everything. It's just you are not in the right place at right time. And but again, yeah, that is the thing. Like, if you want to have a job and in your own field, you can actually apply for 190, not 491, which is better option.
Yeah, it's out there, definitely. 190 is out there. It's one of those options out there. And again, I always encourage my clients to find jobs in their own fields. The idea I'm talking to you in this because I'm telling you what are the most in demand skills, right? So I'm trying to give you an overall picture. You know, in saying that, I don't mean that there's no job in accounting. I don't mean that there's no job in IT. Indeed, there are, and it's growing because there are more business over here. But I'm talking more about what are the most shortage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The most shortage. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so these are the one that is very much in demand right now. We have aged care, disability, community service, nurses, nanny, childcare worker, and many more. But these are just like some of the most in demand skills right now, and not just right now, in the future as well, into the future. And so today we're going to go through some of them. I cannot go through all the skills because that would just be too much. I will try to cover as much as I can. Okay. Now, let's say with childcare. Now, childcare is a very interesting industry, especially in Tasmania. Right now, it suffers a little bit because of this whole COVID-19. However, childcare is looking to boom in the future. And as with all the restriction is getting loosened, we're going to see more jobs in childcare industry. So, of course, like I said, for most of you, this is something that you have never done before. For most of you, this is something that you probably haven't studied for, because many of you are here for IT, accounting, engineer, nurses, right? But I'm mentioning this because it's very important to keep your mind open-minded here. Because here's the thing. This is my advice for anyone who wants to make $54,000. Go where the money is. Okay, I really want to advise you that. Go where the money is. Go, and especially go where the government money is. That's even better. So wherever the government is pumping money into, you should go there. Because what that means is they're going to put a lot of jobs in that sector for you. Okay, so childcare definitely is one of them. The most common salary, what is it over here? It is, okay. So you can make somewhere, $50,000, okay, for childcare, and it's looking to grow quite significantly in the next 5 years, nearly 20%. So that is quite significant in terms of the number of jobs. Now in Tasmania, I'm just saying Tasmania here because because people, most of them are just because I need an example, right? So I'm just, in this case, I choose Tasmania as the states, for example. So in Tasmania, you could make about 50K, okay, about 50K if you work in childcare. Again, depending on your amount of experience, I mean, it depends on the amount of certificate you have. If you have a certificate 3, you have less pay. If you have a diploma, you have more pay. So it all varies as well. Next is community workers. Now this is exciting because there's so much jobs going on in this field. And that's why I have people who come to Tasmania to do 1 year study. I always tell them to do this course as one of the options rather than doing the diploma leadership. Because what happened is, who's here done leadership? I just want to, who's here has done diploma? Okay, Guru, tell me, you have finished the diploma?
No, I've just started now.
Okay, so why did you choose that diploma?
Now I have studied manufacturing and I'm thinking to open business in the manufacturing sector.
Okay, okay. Then
So
that's why you do the leadership, is it?
yeah, and I'm interested in business too.
Okay, I tell you this, I give you an advice, and I know it sounds a bit wrong, but you don't have to learn leadership to open your own business. You don't have to, right? For most cases, business usually comes from you practice, you do it. A lot of times what we learn in theory, you know, is very different in real life. You know what I mean? So you're starting the leadership to get the 491, right? To apply for 491, right?
Yeah, for the 491.
Mm. Is that your choice, or was it your agents who told you to do it?
My agent have suggested me 4 types of courses in Tasmania.
Okay.
One is graduate diploma and diploma, or graduate in business or diploma in business. He have suggested 4 types of courses.
Okay, but it's all relating to deep business, huh?
Yeah.
No worries.
I have
Thank
one
yeah.
doubt.
Tell me.
You have told us the first industry in Tasmania, the short care or childcare.
Childcare.
Will you spell that one for me, please? I can note it down.
Like child is in children, you know, children, childcare.
Okay.
Child for children.
Okay.
So you take care of you take care of the, you know, the young, the kids, the children, the children. You take care of them.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Guru. Okay, so as you might know, there's a lot of people who comes down here. What happened is they do a diploma leadership. Now, if you have followed our Facebook, you also know that there has been a lot of, I should say a lot, because it is number of refusal for the state nomination for people who do this course. Now, I just want to make clear, it's not because they do this course, that's why they fail the nomination. It's because they do this course, but they don't have a good job. That's why they fail the nomination. Now, the course is okay. It's not like the best, but it's not the reason why they fail the nomination. The reason why they fail the nomination is because they don't have a good job prospect. You know, the state government cannot see that they can make about 54K a year later on. So that's why when we do things like this, when we encourage you to do community support worker, they've made for many reasons. One is because it's good for jobs purpose, but 2 is also because later on you can tell the state government that, you know, there's a good prospect of making 54K as well. All right, which is important. This is one of the factors that they do look at when they give you the nominations. All right, so community workers, you really have to check it out. And again, if you want to study that course, maybe you are already in leadership course and you want to move to diploma community worker, you can contact us as well. You can reach out to me at the same time. Back to the future of community work, like I say, it's growing very, very big. It's about nearly 30%, and the pay is okay, 60K. And this is over average. So do not take this like on a face value. It's all just average, okay? Now, next, aged care workers. This is exciting. This is interesting, and I always have a lot of students who find jobs. I see this very common. They find jobs in aged care very easily, and even now, during this whole COVID-19 going on, people are still hiring aged care workers. Of course, it's not as much as before, but they're still looking for aged care workers. Do you guys know that aged care is the fastest growing industry in Australia? It is the biggest and not biggest, the fastest growing industry in Australia. And do you also know that the government just pumped in $500 million into this industry. Maybe it's something new for you, but this is how much money the government has pumped in, $500 million into this industry. Now, what that means is, if I were you, and if I know this information, I'm going to be like, I will go where that money goes, because what that means is there are a lot of jobs there. There are a lot of, the pay is going to be good. There are lots of opportunity. That's what I'm going to look at when I hear that sort of information, okay? Now, HK Works job growth, 25%. Huge amount of job growth for HK. The reason is, as you know, is so much, there's so much old people now in Australia. And take note of this as well, guys. From the beginning of the year until now, there are about 300,000 temporary visa holders left Australia. 300,000, okay? And by the end of the year, there will be an extra 250,000. So all in all, we're looking at 550,000 like temporary visa holders going to leave this country. Okay, now what that means is, if I were you, if I hear that information, what that means is there's a lot of gap. There's a lot of void to be filled. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying here. There's a lot of gap in between. Almost 550,000 gap, okay? And what that means is opportunity for you, because HK is going to be even booming, and there's even more need of HK workers than ever. So whoever is already in Australia will have an exponential, like massive opportunity. Okay, so because they have to find someone to take care of these old people. You guys follow me or not? So you have to see where the opportunity is. Okay, so that's what I would do if I hear this information. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay, good money as well, 55K. Oh, this one is the best. This is the best. Nurse, fantastic career. Fantastic. It's a meaningful career. It's a fantastic career. It's good pay. It's rewarding. And in regional areas, they need a lot of nurses. And I don't think I need to tell you this already. In Adelaide, you know that. They just, you know, the state government, they actually made some exemption for experience required for the nurses in nursing graduates in SA for the nominations. In Tasmania, there's also a lot of demand for nurses as well. So huge opportunity for nursing. Next, future of nursing. Okay, a lot of jobs going on in nursing now. 70K, and that is the standard salary in Tasmania. Indeed, I give you one example. One of my students who joined my job coaching program just for one day. Okay, he was a nurse from Thailand. He's fresh from Thailand. He come to Australia. He come directly to Tasmania. Okay, and what happened is he came to me to look for help for a job program. He joined our program. It's after just one day. The program is 8 days, 8 sessions, and he joined our program after just one sessions. He found a job in nursing, right? And it's just happening recently. So I can tell you, nurses now, fantastic opportunity, huge. Okay, here's just an overall pictures of what the employment market's going to look like for the next 2-3 years. So if you look at the top, you will see that health, age, and childcare is the biggest growth. Now, maybe some of you might see this and you'll be like, Leo, but you know, this is not for me. Like, I don't like health. I don't like aged care. I don't like to work I don't like blood. I don't like to work with, you know, nursing stuff. I don't like kids. I have kids at home. There is too much noise. So this is not for me. You might be thinking like that, okay? And that's fine. But again, I'm just saying this because I'm telling you, this is the sort of jobs that the future is going to be. And there's so much demand for them. Okay, so let's say for accounting, do they put accounting here? I think that's for accounting fall under professional service. There's future too, right? It's not there's none. But if you look into the growth as compared to health, which is nursing, aged care and childcare, definitely is a lot less, right? You see this? 250.3. All right. Okay. And now another thing to look at over here as well is construction. Construction. Now this is another big industry. A lot of people, especially if you guys are really into trades, you really should explore this construction option. It's a huge industry, okay, massive. It's gonna grow so much. If you see here, you can see easily 118.8 thousand jobs, okay, in the next 2-3 years for you there, okay? So a lot of opportunity. All right, next one. Okay. So if you look at over here, this is the top 20 highest employing occupation in Australia in 2018, and also the projected highest employing occupation in 2023. So if you look at this, there's about, we look at an estimated of 82,500 jobs in personal care and assistance. You guys see it here? I just made, try a door. All right, so we're looking at about 82,500 extra jobs. So huge. It's a massive growth in terms of jobs. And if you compare that with other jobs, you see it's a lot more. It's a lot more. All right. So and that's why I'm saying it's such a good industry to be in. Let's talk let's see accounting. Who are some accountants here? I think Twice an accountant, right? Okay, let me talk to her.
I'm accountant too.
Oh, Kata Via. Kata, can you turn on the video, brother? Turn on the video, man.
I'll turn it on later. I'm actually driving.
Drive safe, man. Drive safe, please. Drive safe. Don't do this. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kata. Okay. So let's say accountants. If you look at it here, let's see accountant right here.
I'm an accountant as well.
Oh my God, we have accountants in the house. That's right. Okay, so accountants in 2018, we're looking at about 217,000 accountants. It's actually one of the it's actually ranking is 11. That's not bad, you know, in terms of the highest employing occupation in 2018. Now, looking at in 2023. Seems like if you look at this, there's not much growth. If you look at that, there's not much growth. It's actually going down. So in saying that, I don't mean there are no futures. Okay, so do not take it like, you know, like I'm an accountant, this is the end of my world. No, it's not like that. But it just means that it's going to get a bit harder for accountants. It's going to get a bit harder. Okay. So what else? Who is a receptionist here, or who is a social worker here? Anyone? Or anyone working in social? This one is awesome here. Look at this, social worker or welfare workers. This is like community worker here. You see this one here? There's going to be an extra 31,000 jobs. Not bad, not bad. So exactly like what I said, community workers, social worker, aged care workers. Huge growth. All right, let's talk about, okay, what else we have here? Managers. Okay, I think that's enough for example's sake. I think people understand the point. Okay, now today I want to give you a bit of probably a bit of more pictures about aged care, because I need to give an exact examples, otherwise it's going to take ages for us to go through, but let's take HK as an example. So in this is just a simple check on yellow page. Okay, I simply put in HK service and home. All right, and you can see from there. Hello, Fast, Mr. Fast, how are you, sir? Fast, please share this with your friends. Okay, okay. Now there's about 129 employers, HK Homes in Hobart, and if I do the same for Adelaide, there's about 435 employers for HK in Adelaide. If we go to Gold Coast, again, I'm trying to give you a big picture here. What I'm trying to do here is want to show you that regional areas have a lot of employers for HK. Okay, so look into this. So for HK Homes is in the Gold Coast, 245 employers. Who's here in Gold Coast? Anyone? Okay, no one's yet. Okay, now I say this before, right? The government is pumping in money into HK, heaps of money. So if we look into this, you can see that they have done, yeah, about $500 million. Okay, about 500. Okay, you see this here? An additional 444.6 millions have been funding for HK sector. And if you just take on my advice, what I said, go where the money is. Then if I were you, if you listen to this information and be like, man, that's something I can do. It sounds like maybe I don't like it, but it's going to be good for my future. You know, and it's going to be good for me. So really take this information, you know, like seriously.
Just a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, tell me, Sunny.
So the question I have, is it good to do a year course on student visa, or we have to wait 491, like, because I'm in Tasmania at the moment, and is it better to go on student visa, or I have to wait on, you know, till 491 grant or everything is like that?
Got you. What visa are you on now?
I'm on a student visa at the moment.
Okay, great question. So maybe this is, Sunny, this is not just for you, but I think for the rest as well. Thank you very much, Sunny. Is that you can do it while you're on student visa on a concurrent COE. Okay. So we partner with a college called AIBT, and what they do is they provide an HK course, and you can do on a concurrent COE. So what that means is, as long as you make sure you do your study, whatever. What course you doing now? What course you doing now?
I'm doing at the moment diploma of leadership and management.
Okay.
Yeah, the basic.
Yeah, we have too many leaders in the house. Come on, man. Okay, so Mr. Leader Sunny, right? So he's doing a diploma of leadership now, but he's probably not going to be a manager in the very near future. So maybe he might want to do a certificate 3 in HK concurrently. So as long as he makes sure he do both courses and he finish all the work, he don't miss any attendance, that's fine. You can do it. Yeah, so you can come to our office, and we in Hobart.
I haven't. I just got this link. I haven't known your company before. I came to Tasmania very soon, so
come over. We are on Murray Street. All right, come over and see us. Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, so next, again, a few extra reasons why this is good is that I told you before, is that because of this whole COVID-19, a lot of Australian people actually, they take on leaves. Okay, they take on leaves because of health concern, right? So many of them are actually not working, right? So and again, like I said, it's sad to say it, but it's like whenever an Australian do not do something, it's like an opportunity for a migrant. This is how I see things like that. You know, we as a migrant, things never come to us easily. I'm a migrant myself. It's a very hard journey to become where I am today. I know what it takes. It's not an easy journey. So whenever someone in Australia, they don't like to do, or they have they don't like to do these things. For me, I'm like, man, I need to do it because that is my opportunity. So again, this is just to say that a lot of people, a lot of Aussie, they are quitting their job now, or they are taking on a long leave. So the Australian government, they need a lot of extra aged care staff. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about this. Again, you can make easily 54K per year. On average base, we're looking at about $25 per hour. If you work as an aged care worker in Australia, about $25 per hour. Okay, now here's the thing. I can tell you this with all my heart. I know accountants who make less than 54K. I know many accountants, they make 45K plus. All right, so just because someone who is a professional doesn't mean that they get paid more than aged care workers. Okay, so and again, maybe it's time for you to think that money is important now. Right? You actually do have to think about how you can make this 54K. And if you think that the job you are with right now have no potential for you to make 54K, maybe it's a sign that you have to, look for something else. Because otherwise you stick with them, and before you know it, your time is gone, and you do not meet the requirement for the PR, right? Okay, and one more thing as well is that a lot of people who do aged care, this is an extra information, is that if you do aged care or if you do community service or disability, these are in priority list in Tasmania. What that means is the Tasmania government, they really favor people who have qualification or people who have experience in these sort of fields. Health, which is for you guys most are nurses, trades, which is, for example, like construction, toweling, mechanics, engineering, again, Tasmania government need engineer, community service, so aged care or disability care, they really favor these people when it comes to granting the 491. Who's here for 491? Oh, okay. So let me see a few here. Okay, Rohit, what's your question, man?
I'm here for 491.
Hi, Leo. I'm just wondering, like, I contacted some of the aged care company. I really want to do aged care. And I'm just wondering, is there any aged care who are giving kind of students discount during this COVID-19 period? Because I really want to do, and I really want to do with the one who is providing some, because I'm already doing 2 courses.
Where are you now, Ruth? Where are you now again?
Hobart only. I'm in
Hobart.
Yeah, I've been to your office as well regarding this. So I really want to do this. But the thing is, I'm already doing 2 courses, so I really want some.
What course are you doing?
So I'm doing building and construction certificate 3, and I'm doing professional year as well from here. So I really want to do aged care, but because I'm already paying a lot amount of money in these 2 courses, so it really helps me if any college or any institute is offering some kind of discounts. Like 50% off or something, so that I can join in, because I know there is one, but now they are not considering it because they have some limited seats and it's gone, I think. So I really want to do it. So if you know any, I can do it. I really want to do it.
Now, few options for I mean, it's I understand where you're coming from. The college does waive us the fee, right? And right now, what visa are you on? 485?
Yes.
For 485 right now, they offer the college with the internship. So they actually provide internship as well. Okay, so work placements. How much time you have left on your 485?
Oh, I have heaps. It's finishing next year, November.
Okay, so $3,000. Usually it's $4,000. Now it's $3,000. That's the fee. They waive a $1,000 material fee. But again, we can talk about that later as well, bro. Call me up. You got my numbers, right?
Okay.
Just call me up. Call me up. We talk.
What's the price for student visa holders? Like how much we have to pay for the aged care?
Student visa is a bit more. It's 4,000 for student visa. But you have installment plans. Okay, but for 485, no installment plans. So let's say for Rohit, no installment plans. Yes. Okay. Which brings us to the next point. Okay, now let's start with this one. It's a bit exciting. I'm going to keep it very, very short for this one. How to have multiple flows of income, because it's important that when you come to regional areas, or when you guys in regional area already, you have to think different. Okay, you have to think like a businessman. You cannot think like a student. You know, you cannot think like a newbies. You have to think different. And when I say that, what it means is, if you want to make the 54K, you must have multiple flows of income. Now, keep in mind as well, this 54K, it can come from many different sources. So the federal government, they don't care if you have come from one full-time job or 2 or 3 or 4, as long as the combined is 54K, that's what they're after. And do you know why they set this threshold 54K? Anybody can tell? Why they give this random number 54K? Can anybody tell?
Yeah, I can. I have a bit of sort of idea. Like I'm an engineer, so according to my qualification, they only want to give the visa to the qualified person. Like I'm doing leadership diploma at the moment, but doesn't mean like I'm not an engineer. So as an engineer, they are giving me a visa. So engineer income should be nearly 70 to 75, the basic income. So that's why I think.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's right. And also another big reason is they give this figure because trust me, this is pure BS numbers, by the way. I think this is a made up number anyway. They made this number because they say that this is the average income that Australian make. Like Australia people make 54K. It's the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. Right? Like I know Aussie people, many of them, they hardly even make more than 40K a year. So this 54K, the main reason why they make this figure so high is so that you have to pay tax. You have to pay tax because 54K, when you talk about tax, I think is somewhere about, 10 grand or 11 grand. Out of this 54K, actually go to the ATO. And that's what they want to see. Okay, so that's why it's a business for them, guys. I think you know that by now, right? It's migration is a multi-billion-dollar business for them. So again, that's a good thing at the same time. What that means is they cannot stop it. That's a good thing too. But so the question here is how you can come up with this figure. Now, this is my recommendation for you when it comes to create multiple flows of income. And I've done it for myself. I've done it for my company. For myself, I have more than 7 flows of income. Okay, I have more than 7 flows of income. So when people ask me, Leo, how is your business? Is it affected by the COVID-19? I tell them that it doesn't, because what happened is I have many flows. So if the first flow that is stopped, I still have so many. So let's say I give you an example, and this is something you have to do for yourself as well, is that you must have some flows that actually relate to each other. So let's say for me, my first flow of income comes from visa services. Okay, for example, I want to give you an example here. So let's say when I apply for visa for my clients, I do have a service fee. So that's my first flow. Now, of course, because of this whole COVID-19, of course, sometimes the number of visa coming in less, right? So I cannot just depend on that. So my second flows of income is when it comes to admissions. Okay, so let's say when I have someone who want to apply for student visa, we have some admission fee. Okay, so we have different flows. So same like for you. But what happened is a lot of you guys, you only have one flow. So maybe you work as an Uber driver, but you don't have anything else. So that's the problems. You might have, I think you must come up with some sort of side business, or you must take on some sales positions. Look for some sales jobs. Who here likes to sell? Can anybody, I want to see anybody like to sell over here. Let's go with Hina. Hina, do you like to sell?
Yeah, obviously.
Have you sell anything before in your life? Like sell stuff. Have you sell anything?
I sell my old car.
Okay, that's selling, but you cannot sell like too many. You only have one. You can only sell one car, right?
Yeah.
Selling multiple cars. What else have you sell? You only sell that? Do you sell anything else?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is this, guys, is that you might need to learn how to sell now. Okay, I'm telling you from personal experience. I used to hate selling. Because my family is very traditional. They always tell me, you know, like all the sales guy are bad people. Sales guy are dodgy. And I grew up thinking that, man, like I can't do sales then. But then later on, I also realized that the most successful business person, they have something to do with sales. Do you guys aware of that? Are you guys aware that Bill Gates is a sales guy? He's a master sales guy. Okay, Steve Jobs is a master sales guy. Now, what I'm trying to say here is this: you guys have to learn how to sell now. Selling, first thing you need to sell is sell yourself, which is you need to promote yourself so you can get hired. Second thing is you need to find some products to sell. Maybe sell, I don't know, something that you see there's a demand in your industry, right? So that's how you have multiple flows. Okay, last few slides. Right now, if you want to be a part of my program, yes, you can. We do offer a job coaching program whereby we stay with our students and we help them with their jobs. And this is something that I have put my 4 years of experience talking to business owners, talking to employers, negotiating with them, trying to find out what is their problems, how to overcome the objections. I've put everything together in this beautiful, nicely done program. And I guarantee nobody can copy what I do. Even if they want to copy, go for it. They won't be able to teach the way I teach, all right? So this program, the goal is, depending on what you're after, some people, they want a job, so they go for the diamond package. So this is the diamond one here. Usually the fee is $4,000. Right now it's $949. Okay, so if you want to learn and if you want to get a job guarantee, now when I say job guarantee, I mean it. So what that means is if you use my strategies and if you tell me that you cannot find jobs and you have proven to me that you have used everything I teach you, I fully refund your money. All right. So if you want to learn how to find jobs, if you want to learn how to cold call, employ, how to email them, that gets a reply. How many people have emailed employers and never get a reply? I want to see someone here. Let's put one person up. Who has emailed an employer but never get a reply? Can anybody tell me? Fast. Oh, Fast Silat. Fast. Hello? Hello, Fast. Can you hear me? Okay, let me go to another person. Anyone? Ashu Shrestha.
Hey, yeah, I've emailed someone, but I've not actually got an email back from them. I've applied to a couple of accounting firms because I'm an accounting graduate.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually hear back from them. That's all.
No reply, right?
Not really. Some of them replied, but they said like, unfortunately, there's someone else. The same bullshit. Yeah.
So if they reply, that would be like an automated response, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, something like that.
All right, guys. So thank you very much, Ashu. So what do I try and say here is this: is if you have that bad experience of having employer no replying to you, I will teach you how to email them that will get a reply. I have all the templates for you to use. Maybe a bit of background myself so you know who I am while I'm teaching this. Before becoming who I am today, I done about 12 different jobs in my whole life. 12 different jobs. I did everything from kitchen hand, cleaner, housekeeper, like you name it, everything you could think of, like even a supermarket. And then what happened was my only chance to get a PR in Australia would be to find a job in regional areas. So back then there was no one helping me. So I had to figure out a way to get a job in Tasmania. because everyone was telling me, Leo, there's no job in Tasmania, no employers hiring, you are going to a dead end, there's no future for you, all that blah, blah, blah. But luckily, I don't listen to these naysayers. And I use all these strategies that I'm teaching you here in this program. I cold call all these employers. I call them like probably 60 a day. 60 a day. I pick up the phone. Hey, sir, my name is Leo, and I saw your ads on sick.com. The reason I'm calling you is because I want to work for your company. Do you have 2 minutes for us to talk? So this is what I've been doing, and luckily, it seems like it's like an aha moment when people start responding. And before I know it, I have so many job offers in Tasmania that actually I have to choose. So I came from the problem of not having any job to having too many jobs to choose from. And I hope you guys will have that problem too, because it's a pretty good problem to have. Then definitely you have to learn these skills. And trust me, no university will teach you this. Okay, so, and then we teach you how to overcome employer objections. Who here knows what is an employer objection? Can anybody tell me? Anybody? Can you tell me what is an employer objections? Let's go for Hero. Hello, Hero? Hero. Mr. Hero. Is that you? He's not there. Can anybody tell me what is an objection?
They always try to criticize others, you know, whatever you can do for them, they always say like, why you did this thing, why you did that. Some are very negative people. Yeah.
Spot on. Who's that? Who's saying? Who's speaking?
Walid here. It's Walid here.
Walid, yeah, that's so right. Walid, did you hear that all the time, right?
No, not all the time, but like I'm not going to the extreme level, but I'm just giving you that general overview that whatever level you are, whatever you are doing, your employer will always be in the superior situation, and he'll try to dominate on yourself and will say like, you need to do it in a better way. You can do it in this way. He'll appreciate it, but on the same way, he'll try to criticize you as long as you are doing job for them.
Exactly. So no, yes, that's right. That's one type of employer objection. Thank you. The other type of objection that I'm talking about is this: when they say things like this, we are not hiring. This is COVID-19. We are not interested. You do not have enough experience. We only hire locals. Anybody heard that before? We only hire locals. If you guys apply enough jobs, you should hear that. We'll get back to you. Drop your CV. Okay, so you have come across this. If you apply enough jobs, you will hear employers say this. Until you know how to overcome those objections, you will continue to get punished. The job market will continue to say no's to you, right? So if you have a dream job that working in an accounting firm, let's say KPMG, you will hear things like that. You do not have enough experience. We are not interested. We'll get back to you. We don't hire international students. So this is a thing that I'm going to teach my students how to overcome these objections, okay? And many, many more. I can't tell you enough. What I like about this program as well is these things, is I'm going to refer you to the employers. So we have been gathering data and expanding our network of employers. All right, so with each of you, I will refer at least 3 employers to you. So they know my name. You can just pick up the phone and call them and convince them to hire you. Also, I'm going to give you hundreds of other employers in my network so that you can call them and say, sir, my name is Leo. I'm looking for a job. I found your contact from Would that be helpful if you have a list of employers with the phone number, with the email address, with everything ready for you to contact? Would that be helpful, everyone? Can anyone tell me? Would that be helpful? No, nobody find that helpful?
Yes.
That's very helpful.
It will be very helpful.
Exactly. Because I wish someone would say, give me that, you know, Kata. I wish someone would say, Leo, 3 years ago, I wish someone would come to me and say, Leo, these are the employers. These are the people, these are the guys that are hiring. just call them and talk to them. I really wish someone would have given me that. But back then, there was nothing. I was just figuring out on my own. So that's why I did this program, because I understand what you guys do, right? So make sure you check this out, and then we will fix your CV and all that. So that's easy, not a problem. Okay, one last thing. If you really want to do this HK course, right now you can do it. Again, it's now 3,000, it's not 3,200. But if you're on 485, and it's 4,000 if you are on a student visa, and they have installment plans for that. So we're gonna do about, okay, by the way, this is my social media. Please do reach out to us, say hi, reach out to us, and let's get to know me and let me help you. That's what I love to do for my people. Before we finish today, anyone?
Yeah, I learned one thing.
Tell me, what you learned today?
When government puts money on any sector, you just need to go into it.
Oh my Lord, that's such a fantastic takeaway. Go where the money goes, guys. Go where the money goes. I tell this over and over again. If the money, put money in construction, in trade, go there. If the money gives money to, go there, at least for now, because you need to make sure you have that 54K. Because I know whether you hate money or you love money, you still have to make that money, unfortunately. So this is no negotiable. So I do encourage you to do that. We can do about 2 minutes of Q&A. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have anything to ask me today? Anyone?
Sir, I have a one question.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
I'm in the regional area, and
Where
I'm in Smithon, a small town in Tasmania.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm doing farming job. My job is just going to an end, like just 1 month has left to complete my 6 months. And now my question is, I have a little bit business idea, but I just want to have a clear framework, like which sector are the most growing sector in Tasmania? Where do I need to start researching and get the skills and put the money into it? So can you just give me like 2-3 tips, so I'll be able to figure out like which business sector do I need to evolve?
Okay, so you want to open business, right?
Yep, I just want to create some, as you told earlier, like different flows of income, like the passive income that I can accumulate some money with my with doing job. So that sort of the things, like for example, I started figuring out to buying shares and this kind of investment, just for the passive income with a small investment. So you are an entrepreneur, so you can just give me 2-3 tips if you want.
Oh, absolutely. This is one of my advice for you. What is your background? What is your background?
I'm an accountant, but I have done job as a contractor in a security industry. I used to hire people in Melbourne, and I have done other businesses as well. Like in my back home, I have done the property business. I used to buy and sell houses and the plots and this kind of stuff. But here, like I don't know the right dynamics of the people, because you know that the mindset is different in the people of Tasmania. It's not same as the people of Melbourne. So we just need to find out the segments of the market. So that's why I'm asking from you.
Okay, this is my quick advice for you, is that, you know, and this is not just for you, for everyone, really. It's not just for you, for everyone, and especially for anyone who's looking for jobs. This is very good advice for you here. What happened now is, with this whole COVID-19 going on, the number one problems that all business have, guess what it is? Can anyone tell me? Number one problem. All business, I don't care what business, what industry. Can anybody tell me? It's sales. It's income. Okay, this is the biggest problem that business have right now. They cannot have enough sales. They cannot have enough business. They cannot have enough income, because the clients that used to use their service, now they don't anymore. So if you want to get a door into the industry, the two ways. One is you start to go to these employers, start to go to these businesses and offer them that I can help you with your sales. I can refer you clients. I can bring in business. And that's straight up commission for you right there. Because what that means is you have an extra flow. You don't have to come up with your own products. You just have to choose a company that you feel like you want to work for, and just start with by doing commission basis with them. You get what I mean or not? What's your name again, man?
Walid.
Walid, yeah, you get what I mean here, Walid? Is that if what I can do if I were you, what I would do is, because you have a background in accounting, before I do all these share things, before all that, I'm just gonna go to all the employers in Tasmania and offer them that I can help them to increase their sales. And maybe later on, if you want to work as an accountant with them, you know, they'll be like, oh, this guy has been helping me with sales. I'm more open to helping them now, helping you now. So if you want to get a foot in the door in any business, take care of the sales part, and people will actually give you a lot of extra help that you need.
Liu, can I ask one thing?
Tell me. Yeah.
For example, I buy shares today and sell it by the end of the year when I have to accumulate 53,900. Can I show my profit to that specific income while on my 491 visa?
I don't think it's gonna work like that. I don't think it's working like that. It's this 53,000 naira. It must come from some sort of employment. Or must come from it. I don't think it can come from buying or selling things. I don't think so. It must come from the gross in. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that you can.
And you, like, for example, if I make some sort of company and I generate capital from it, so I can show them as a profit.
Yeah. Let's say. But again, you mean once you got the 491, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, once you got the 491, you open your own business, and as long as you do your tax and everything, and you show them that, you know, your gross income is more than 53,000, and that's what they want to see, and you pay tax on that amount, and also you need to show that you are the employee, though. So you have to show that you are the employee of your business.
So
get what I'm saying?
The main idea is I can have a company, but I need to show that I'm an employee in the company as well.
Exactly. So you have to pay yourself.
All right, but I can run my own business as well.
Absolutely. Once you got 491, you can. Okay. All right.
And
Thank you.
I'll be in contact with you when I'll have to file my 491 visa.
Yeah. Absolutely. So this is what I would do, guys. I will.
And I have 5 to 10 people with me who wanna apply for it, and I'll talk about it.
Thank you. Do you guys see my Facebook here? Can you see from there?
Yeah.
I think I shared the screen already, right? Okay. So this is my Facebook. If you guys like the webinar today, do me a favor. I know it's a free information. I think you learned something, and I wish someone would have told me this information. Do me a favor, go and like it. Write me a quick review. If you learned something today, even if you don't like me, write it down as well. If you think my information makes no sense, write it down as well. I just want to see some engagement. Thank you very much for your time, guys. And we look forward to helping you. Our office is in Hobart. Any one of you in Hobart, feel free to come. Tell your friends to come as well. People need to know about this information. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Leo. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome. Bye-bye.